guys, welcome back to my channel. So far, we have discussed about numeric data types, strings and two sequential data types, lists and tuples. Moving forward, today I am going to teach you about the mapping data type, dictionaries. Okay, first of all, a dictionary is a mutable data type and indexed. In dictionaries, the values are in the form of keys and values separated by a colon. Okay. Now, we shall create dictionaries. We can create dictionaries in two ways. First, I am creating dict1 is equals to, firstly by using curly braces, and I will create another dictionary dict2 is equals to, this time I will use dict constructor. Okay. Dict. Now, to check if these are dictionaries or not, let us check the type of dict1 and dict2. Type of dict1, comma type of dict2. Now I will run my program. Yeah, class dict and class dict. Okay. So you can create dictionaries by either by using curly braces or by dict constructor. The only difference between these two methods is the dict constructor uses equals to symbol instead of colon to separate between keys and values, and also in dict, while using dict constructor, the keys are not string literals, so they are not present in between colons. Okay, I mean apostrophe marks. Now let us add some values to our dictionaries. So far only empty dictionaries are created, so let us see how to add values in two ways. Okay, dict1, firstly I am having name, Steve, and then I'll have age. For simplicity, I'll use a small dictionary, age 29, comma, I'll use height 5.9. Okay. Now I'll create the same dictionary using dict constructor. Dict name. Remember that dict constructor uses equals to symbol and the name, that is the key, is not within quotation marks. Okay. Now name Steve, comma, age, no quotations, and equal to symbol. Okay, age 29, comma, height, I am again repeating no quotation marks. Okay, 5.9. Now let us print these two dictionaries. Print dict1 and print dict2. Okay, I'll run my program now. Yeah, see here, these two produce the same result as we have discussed before. Okay, so you can create a dictionary by using curly braces or by using dict constructor, and you can assign values to the dictionary in this form. Okay, now let us perform some operations on our dictionaries. I'll remove the second dictionary. I'll perform operations only on dict1. Okay, firstly, how to access elements from dictionaries. Okay, now I'm having an element A is equals to dict1 of name. You can use keys to access values from a dictionary. Now I'll print A to show you how this happens. run dictionaries. Yeah, sorry, Steve. Okay, so it has given the name key, the value under the name key in dict1. Okay, now this can also be done by using the get method. Instead of using square brackets here, you can use parentheses in get method. Okay, now I'll run my program again. Yeah, it will produce the same result. Okay, now you can modify the values in dictionaries. So I'll remove all this and I'll modify my values. Dict1 of this time I don't want age to be 29, I want it to be 30. Okay, I want to modify it after 1 year. Now I'll print dict1. Okay, now let me run my program. Name Steve, age 30 and height 5'9". Okay, so instead of 29 it has given us 30. So in this way you can modify the values in a dictionary. Now you can also add values in the dictionary by using, now this time I want salary. Salary is equals to $20,000. Okay, now I'll run my program. Yeah, it has added another element with key name, salary and value 20,000. Okay, in this way you can add elements to the dictionary, and in the same way you can modify your elements by using keys within the dictionary. Okay, now let us loop through our dictionary. As we can loop within strings, we can loop within lists, we can loop within tuples. In the same way we can loop within dictionaries. Okay, for x in dict1, print x. Okay, now I'll run my program. Run dictionaries. Yeah, name, age, height. It has returned only keys, right? So for getting keys and values from dictionaries, for x comma y in dict1 dot items, print x comma y. Okay, I am supposed to have colon between my key and value. Now I'll run my program, run dictionaries. Sorry, it's not iterable. Yeah, here I have to use parentheses. Okay, I'll run my program again. Yeah, it has returned me name, age and height, the keys and values within my dictionaries. Now if I want only values within my dictionary, here instead of items you can use values. Okay, now I'll run my program. Too many values to unpack. Sorry, here values are only single elements, right? So for y in dict.values, I'll print only y. Okay, now yeah, it has returned all my values in my dict1. Now to find the length of my dictionary, I can use the len function, same as it of list, tuple, strings. We have been using length function, right? len function. So now I'll print the length of my dict1. Now I'll run my program. 3. We have 3 elements in dict1, so it has returned me 3. Okay, now we have discussed how to add elements before, so now we shall discuss how to remove elements from a dictionary. We can remove element by using pop or delete. Now dict1.pop. Now I'll use my key name, shift. Yeah, now I'll print my dictionary. Print dict1. Yeah, it has given me only age and height. The name and its value has been removed, right? So in this way you can pop a particular item with a particular key. Okay, now by using pop item you can pop the last element, that is the last item with key and value from a dictionary. Pop item. Now according to my assumption, here the height and the 5.9, that is the element with the item with key height must be removed. Okay, now I'll run my program. Yeah, the last element has been removed. Now let us see how can we delete items by using del keyword. So I'm using del dict1 of, this time I'll delete age. Sorry, let me put this within quotation marks. I'll run my program. Name and height. Okay, age element, that is the element with key age, has been removed. Now you can delete the whole dictionary by using del keyword. Here I'll use dict1. Now if I want to print dict1, it must show an error according to my assumption. Now let us see if this happens or not. Name dict1 is not defined. Okay, the error is in the third line, print dict1. So this is how we can delete elements from the dictionary. Now I'll remove all this. We have many other functions in dictionaries. I'll throw them in my description box. You can go through them. It is impossible to discuss all the functions in a single video. Okay, now let us see about nested dictionaries. I'll remove this even. Firstly, I'll create a nested dictionary of my employees is equals to, now I'll use another dictionary within this dictionary. Okay, firstly I'll name my first dictionary within my dictionary employees. Emp1 is equals to, again curly braces, name John. Sorry, I forgot to put quotation marks here. Name John, comma, age 28. Okay, now again I'll create another dictionary. M2 is equals to name Helen, comma, age, sorry, 31. Okay, now I'll print my dictionary employees, which contains another two dictionaries, M1 and M2. Print employees. Okay, I'll run my program now. Run dictionaries. Sorry, within dictionaries I have to use colon. Here M1 and M2 are another keys whose values are the dictionaries name with name and age. Okay, now I'll run my program. Name M1 is not defined. Sorry. Yeah, I have to put my key keys within quotation marks, right? I forgot. Yeah, this time it has returned me the correct value with a dictionary of keys M1 and which contains values of another dictionary with name and age. Okay, now you can create these individual dictionaries separately and add them to your broad dictionary. Okay, let us see how is it possible. I am creating M1 is equals to name. Actually, I get confused a lot with the previous process. This process seems much easier to me. Okay, so I regularly use this process. And age to be 28. Okay, now let us create another dictionary and 2 is equals to name Helen and age 31. Okay, now let me create a dictionary named employees as before is equals to, I'll open curly braces and I'll have a key named employee 1 M1 separated with a colon and I'll have M1, okay, comma, and M2 M2. Now let us see if it returns the same result or not. Sorry, I have employees. Yeah, here I have used small. Yeah, it has given me the same result as before, right? So in this way you can add the dictionaries to another broad dictionary. Okay, that's all for today. I'll throw some methods in my description box. You can go through them and practice them. Okay, thank you.